Alright, what's going on, people? Back with yet another gold breakdown. We're gonna hop right into it. I took 3 plays today. We're gonna go over why I took them, my confirmations, how I felt about them. Our first play was a gold buy. This is the exact trade that I had took. SL technically is supposed to sit at the bottom of this wick, but a 72-point risk is a little steep for me. I believe I did a flat 55. And then my TP was originally targeting this 15-minute bearish engulfing that was untested from New York Sesh the previous day. Now, I will be honest, I entered extremely early and I just kind of lucked out. This was not a great entry on my part. I was impatient. I got screwed over on Monday because I took this play and I legit got stopped out by a single point. Why I was risking so little. I woke up, put a pending in, went back to sleep, forgot that my shit was set so low. Nonetheless, I was a little on edge because I got hoed out of an absolute fucking beautiful play for 170 points. So, going into yesterday's open, I wanted my get back. I entered prematurely. If you were to adhere to my strat, you would have waited till 2 a.m. As you can see, we bearish or bullish engulfed on our 4 hour. You would have marked it out. Give me 1 second. You would have marked our 4 hour bullish engulfing out. And then you would have entered right here on that next candle once we retested that zone. Where are we at? Would have entered right here, right? Stops go at the bottom of that zone, and then your TP would have went where we had our other TP set, which would have been up here. Now, as you can see, we never quite got to that zone, and I believe we maxed out at about 115 points, 118, about the same thing. But like I said, I won this trade mostly off of luck. This was not a great entry, but I share everything with y'all. I got nothing to hide. Now, let's hop into actual textbook shit and show some fucking kissing. Because we just consolidated, chop, 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 and then we rent city. So let's hop into the first trade. If we hop onto our 2 hour, I believe, we put in a bearish engulfing at 8 a.m. And then after doing so, we pushed up, right? And then we engulfed. So that was enough for me to enter these sells. I already had a sell bias going into the open yesterday. I wanted to see price push up, tap into this area of liquidity with our 4 hour FEG. We also had a 2 hour FEG that I wanted to see us push up, draw sell side liquidity, and then make our move down exactly like how we did. So as I said, we bearish engulfed on our 2 hour at 8 a.m. If we hop down to our 15-minute, first candle pushed up, second candle bearish engulf. So I entered off of the retest, the next candle. SL is at the top of that zone. And then TP was originally here, which this is essentially just a previous high that I wanted to see get retested. And if we hop back over here, you can see we ended up pulling up and then going back down. I won't hold y'all. I want to say that I closed at about 110 points. If we look at our 10-minute, so originally this candle had no top wick. It just straight Drake down. And I do not like when we do that because 9 times out of 10, we're going to go put that wick in. And when we do, we're going to explode on the side that needs the wick. Pause. So I ended up closing out for about 110 points, was able to secure a dub. But here's where we get really, really textbook. At 9 a.m., we had a very beautiful engulfing, right? Not only did we push this top side wick and fail to close above it, we drew down and engulfed that entire candle. Textbook. So from here, you hop down to your 15-minute. All you're looking for after 9 a.m. is for price to jump back into this zone, and then you have a low time frame bearish engulfing. So as you can see, we drew up where we were unable to do so there. Let's see. Bingo. So as you can see, 9:45, definitely after 9 a.m. What did we put in? A beautiful 5-minute bearish engulfing. Then all you do is you mark your engulfing zone. You look for a retest of that zone. SL goes at the top of that wick. And then boom, that's literally your trade. My sell target for the entire day was this bullish zone down here. As you can see, we have a 4-hour bullish engulfing that is untested. And if we look over, you can see we didn't quite make it. So going into today's open, I'd like to see a push up. Ideally, I'd like to see a 1 through 4 hour bullish close. And then we flip, rinse, bearish engulf again. But there's an extremely high chance that if we look here, we already put in equal lows, and this is going to be our daily low. So realistically, we could push up, tap into this 10-minute bearish engulfing, while also running through our 1-hour bearish engulfing. And then from there, I just look for a 5-minute bearish engulfing after tapping into these zones. I'd enter the trade, and then I'd look to carry us down to our original sell target for about 130 points. So, if you notice, every one of the trades revolves around the same principles. This one was ugly, but it was still the same principle. I was originally under the impression that we'd essentially do what we did here over here, but we ended up just chopping. But for the other two trades, same thing. High time frame engulfing, you knock down, and then you get a low time frame engulfing. The chart is going to replicate within itself when you have a valid play. That is always a good confirmation. And then from there you entered. And then as you can see, we bearish engulfed at the 3-hour an hour later. And once again, what does it do? Pulls up, bearish engulf after tapping into that zone, rinsers, right? Same thing, high time frame liquidity into a low time frame order block. I legit never risk more than 50, maybe 60 points. I usually sit somewhere between 20 to 40. And all of my RRs look like this, right? So we have a 3.3. This seems not correct. 2. Yeah, that's about right. 2, we have a 3.3, a 6.41, and then tonight we're targeting a 5.2. All fucking beautiful. Even with all this ugly ass chop that we have from gold, we are still putting that fucking work in. I will catch y'all when I have another breakdown. You guys have a great night.